Thank you for taking the time to meet with me and participate within this interview. The aim of the interview is to assess the adoption of Agile in the Exam for Doctors project. Please feel free at any time to withdraw from the interview or to say no comment to any particular question.
Okay.
And at the end of the interview, there'll be an opportunity to go through a video recording to make any additional comments if you wish. Please note there's no time limit, so you're free to give as long or short answers as you want. Are you happy for the interview to begin?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
I am Amir Mardani. I'm a senior developer of the Exam for Doctors.
Perfect.
Honestly not, because to have a continuous delivery we need a good framework like a Go system or cruise system, so we didn't have them. So it's not a real continuous delivery system, but we try to put it in an Agile framework.
With regards to the early prototype system that we had, would you think that contributed to sort of the category of early and continuous delivery? Or?
Usually prototype can help us to make our commercial version faster, and in this case I think it was useful.
Okay, excellent.
In the prototype we didn't put it in the real framework, so we can add more functionality, and the project do not have too many developers, so I just thinking we have a shift from the commercial version in compare with the prototype version. So I think that it was slowed down because we tried to put it in another framework, and the people was a little busy to make the commercial version, but I think it will be faster because we make the base of the project now, and then now we can start it and deliver values faster. The commercial and portable version have the same functionality, only the DEM is changing and also the backend thing is changing, so I think they will be happy with the commercial version also, because I know what they are looking for. Just try to make a better functionality system from the prototype, so it should be same for them, I believe.
Do you think that them actually physically seeing something is good for them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I have no comment about it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So as it's based in a better framework, and we do not have to focus on the thing that's not concerned about it, like a user and these things. So I think we can focus on our main functionality of the website, which website is aimed for it, like exams and the way that they take the exam, timing and reporting. So I think it will be faster.
Excellent.
We have a good communication. It was not ideal because the business analyst and voice of the customer, if we implement it in the Scrum, we should have a voice of customer, so somebody should always available in the team. But we are working far from each other, but we have a good communication. It was not a good and ideal thing to have a face-to-face communication every time that we need, but we try our best to use emails and stuff and to just communicate together.
Do you think then that because we are geographically quite far away, do you think it would help to meet face-to-face more often, or would you think maybe us improving telephone calls, emails, Skype calls maybe?
Usually face-to-face should be better because they can have you have a better feeling that what exactly they're looking for. They can draw something for you. They can show that this website is looking like this. We want some functionality like this. So you have a better understanding what the requirement is. So you do not have the same thing in the telephone and the internet.
Sure.
Yeah, they always respect our ideas, and also we try to just meet the thing that they are required. So do not go and just do overproduction that they do not looking for. So yeah, it was a two-way good communication.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's based on a. So we just thinking in a commercial version, it should be extendable in the different ways. So we try to base it, but actually we do not go too far about it. So because if we need several languages, it's not our current requirement. So we do not focus on it, because if you want to do in some project, you're just thinking that you might need it in the future, and you want to do some add more functionality to meet it in the future, but might be the website never need it in the future. So you're just wasting your energy and time of the project. So we have a better focus on just implementing the thing that they needed, but always open the way to just extend it, but do not implementing anything.
So you have to find a bit of a balance.
Yeah. So I mean, if they want the functionality A, and you're just thinking they might need the functionality B in the future. So we do not go any way to just meet that, because it's just our thinking, because it's not a business requirement. So if you go for the multiple language from now, you might never use it. So you're just wasting your time.
Is this sort of this way of thinking that you developed and explained, is that something that you've learned on your course or at Sheffield Adam, or is it something that you've learned at labour rooms?
I use it at work, because we have something like waste in the work. It's so important for the companies. Look like pay thousands of thousands every month to each person to working. So they ask us only focus to reduce the waste, and one of the way is to not do overproduction. So when they ask you to just do A, you should just focus on doing A in the best way. Do not thinking more things, because these things should come from the business. If they need, they will ask you in the future.
Excellent.
I think so. It's good. It's based on a very good framework. It has an excellent test on it. So even new feature is based on the TDD. We have a couple of tests for each feature. So if you change anything in a system, if you add any functionality, we just run the test and we see if it's break or not. So we find the defect before we upload it to the to the live version. So it's really help us to give a good confidence to changing the thing, to adding more functionality without needing some QA to go to all the scenarios manually and test it. So we have a very good testing on it. Also, we are working on it to write some cucumber tests. So some more high-level tests to go to the actual scenarios of the website and test them. So I think it's really in a good stage, and as we get that confidence that we can change things, we can deliver the value more faster.
With regards to what you've just said in terms of understanding expectations and the requirements, do you think anything would help specifically now we're at that stage? Do you think understanding the different users, so for example the doctor, the admin, the different kinds of members, the free members, unregistered members, do you think that understanding their scenarios maybe a little bit more is what you require, or from the business team?
I think we should have a more meeting with the business team, because we base it on the thing that they required in the prototype, but the exact thing might be the more detail of the access level, and this thing should come from the business.
Excellent.
You have no comment about it?
Okay, sure.
About the...
Generally, just from what we've discussed in this discussion, or anything outside of this discussion for the project?
I believe that it's a very good project. It's based on a prototype. It's based in my university project first. But now I think it's a really good stage. Project has a better functionality now, And I think that if we base it on some good continuous delivery system like a Go and have a very good control version system, we can ask more students to join this project, because this project really helped me to learn the MVC, to learn about writing a good test and just doing a project from the scratch. It would be helpful for other students from the Sheffield Hallam also to come and just experience it and learn the things in a professional thing, because in university you do not learn it. So it really would be helpful for other students to join this project and use it.
Excellent. Do you think, you just mentioned obviously your experience in sort of your learning development as an individual from when you were at Sheffield Hallam. Do you think that's also helped you with your work outside in terms of late rooms?
Yeah, of course. They're looking for the people that have a real experience from the real project. So companies, I don't say don't care about your education, but have a more, they look more at what to do today, what the people doing in the real world. So if you just joining such project, it can help you to gain knowledge about the things that the companies are really now concerned about it. So you never learn such thing like how to write a good test and how to just writing a clean code in the university. But you can learn it in during the project that you are doing.
Excellent. Oh wow, that's really good to hear.
Just my concern is every good idea has a time limit to do it and just put it in the commercial way and make money from it. So when you just make the project and make it ready in a commercial way, this takes too much time. The way that the people are feeling is reduced, and you do not have such emotion that you have in the first day. So just my concern is, if more people is joining this project, make it ready faster and more early, so it can turn to the real commercial version of the website. It can be a really good project. So it won't be. It will be useful for the people and also making money, so more people can join. But if it's get too much time, so I'm not sure it will be ready. I mean, more functionality will be added to the system or not. So just my concern is just adding more people to the project, make it ready faster, so all the people can use it, make it money, and just make this project bigger and bigger.
So you want to see that the next stage come quicker?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's the end of the discussion. Thank you very much. That was really helpful. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Really good. Thank you.
So I just say for the first question, we don't have a good framework to do the continuous integration, but we try our best with manually just upload and just adding more functionality to the website day by day. So I mean that if you have some good framework to do that, it will become better and more efficient, like you Go or Cruise. But currently we do it manually. It's not perfect, but it's good.
What kind of a framework would you suggest?
I use Go framework. It's awesome because you easily can just choose what's the setting that you want to add to the live version, what's the config you want to add, what the script, and you can just reverse back if something is breaking. So it's means of the exact continuous delivery. But manually, if you just want to add the DLL to the website, it's not perfect because you don't have a good control on what you're adding to the system.
Perfect, thank you.
Cool.